recap. Today, what we're doing in Admentum, and we're going to do it as a group at the second half of class, is this activity unit 1, expressions and linear equations. It's kind of like a worksheet we're going to do online. You have to do it in Google, and then you have to upload it afterwards into Admentum. So let's start this with our course contract. So I want everyone to, in another window, open up another tab or another window in your computer and go to Student Track. Student Track. Most of you have done this before, but if you're a newer student, maybe this is your first time. If you need help logging in and you can't get logged in, then tell me, and I can private message you your login, and I can reset your password for Student Track. Here's our full.
Student Track right now, right?
Sorry, Tira, what's that?
We're going on Student Track right now, right?
Correct. Yes, please go. Thank you. Yes, good question. Everyone go to Student Track in another window. Log in, and if you can't get logged in, then tell me so I can help you get logged in. When you're logged in, at the top right of your screen, there's a little red notification, a bell or something like that. A little red notification on the top right of your screen. I want you to click on that notification, and you should get a little drop down with any course contracts that you need to sign. You should do all of them, okay? Because that means your teacher has you doing those other classes as well. But at least for me today, make sure to do the Integrated Math 1 course contract. So select that one. Then you're going to scroll down and click the I agree box at the bottom of the course contract. And after that, you got to make sure to click the next or continue button or save. It's one of these. I'm not sure in the student view which word it is. And I'd like you to let me know when you're finished so I can mark you off as having completed this.
I'm finished.
Tira?
I did it too.
And Lauren? Okay. Thank you both. All right, who's all here?
Josiah, I think I already did it because it's not showing up. And all the other course contracts that I'm looking at say that I already filled them out.
Awesome. Can you do you see one that's already filled out for your Math 1A?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then you probably already did it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So that's Levi. All right, and who else is here? Anaya, Anthony R, Anthony T. All right. Beniam, Billy, Brooke. Chase, Davey, Philmon. Jaden, Lauren, Levi, Maddie. Maria, Celeste, Moose, Robel. Awesome. And Savannah, Tira, Victor, Savannah. All right. So who's finished this? Just Lauren, Tira, and Levi. Did anyone else get their course contract signed?
I did.
I see some messages in the chat. Brooke, Savannah, Alyssa, thank you. Anthony T. Okay. Brooke, Savannah, Alyssa. Sweet.
Josiah, did you hear me when I said I did?
I probably didn't. Madison, is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks everyone in the chat and verbally. Anyone else got it finished now? Anyone else confused about what we're supposed to be doing right now? Hey Joseph, how's it going?
Yeah.
Awesome. Joseph, what I'd like to do with everyone now is log into Student Track and do the course contract for your Math 1A class. If you need help logging in, I can help you with that, get you your username and password privately. And then once you log in, you've got to go to the notifications on the top right, little red, you should have a little red like symbol. And then if you click on that and then find the Math 1A from the drop down, it's pretty fast. Billy, thank you, Billy. I see you did it. All right. Anaya. Oh, Maria, I missed a bunch. I'm sorry. Maria got it done. Thank you. And Anthony Torres, thank you. Got you. Great. Anaya, got you. Anthony Revelis, thank you. All right, so just a couple more folks I haven't gotten confirmation from yet that you finished. Jaden, Chase, Victor, Moose, Robel, Beniam, and Philmon. And then
I finished
Davey.
mine already.
Was that Jaden?
Yeah, I finished mine like a while ago.
Oh, thanks, Jaden. Yeah, if you guys did it earlier than today, that's cool too. Just let me know. Joseph, you just got here. Let me know when you get it done, Joseph. And then Davey, Robel, Beniam, Philmon. If you guys get it done, can you tell me? Or if you need help logging in. All right. In 1 minute, I think we're going to move on, and I'm going to have to just chase you folks down who haven't done it yet. Remember, go ahead.
I just did it already. I'm done.
High five, Victor. Thank you.
Yeah.
So remember, everybody, we can't enter the grades if these course contracts aren't signed. So that's why it's important. All right. So I'm going to move on, though, since it's like almost 15 minutes in, it looks like. So make sure to get that done. And if you can't figure it out, message me later and I'll help you. All right. So homework assignments. I've been going over this every class for the last few classes. We should have in, for this math class, all 6 of the mastery tests for Unit 1. Admentum. The first 6 mastery tests. Basically, we've done all of them. I'm not having you guys do the tutorials. That's just extra practice. If you want extra help or extra math, then you can do those, but I'm not counting it. And right now, today, we're going to do this together. So this is your 7th and final grade for this unit besides the test. So we're going to do this next. So everyone, just so you know, if you haven't done any of these mastery tests yet, then I can't count your unit as being done. Okay, I want everyone to do these tests and pass them with a 70 or higher. If you need help on it, communicate that to me. If you want to go over it with me, we can do that. Not right now, but another time. We've got Brandon available for more help too, and he can go through the test with you.
Josiah, since I've missed a couple classes, I haven't done the mastery test. I was just wondering if I could do them with Brandon.
You can. Have you watched the video and then tried the mastery test? I've got all my videos up on YouTube for you guys to watch those and then try them.
I watched all the videos and then I've taken all the notes.
Great.
The notes for him.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah. And the videos, what I'm doing in my lessons, I'm trying to teach it and then show you examples, just like what's in Edmentum, but hopefully a little easier than doing it in the tutorial. That's the goal. So of course, talk to Brandon. And actually, Madison, I want you to do your star run test before you do this thing with us. So I'm recording this, and then you'll be able.
I'm doing the star run test tomorrow with Jules because I have to get units in, and I've already talked to Mike about it, and he told me it was fine because I'm taking it tomorrow with Jules at 10.
Did you? Okay. He asked me to have you test in math class today.
Yeah, I've been messaging him today, and Jules told me it was fine if I just take my test with her at 10 because she doesn't have nothing to do at that time tomorrow.
Interesting. All right, cool.
She said something too because I guess she runs the star run and was saying how we need to do it, so we're going to do it tomorrow.
Sounds good. All right, sounds very good. All right, everyone. So here's what we're going to do next. So open a new tab. Stay on like the video call so you don't not hear me. But open a new tab or window up, and I want you to go into Edmentum. Log into Edmentum if you haven't already. Go to your math class if you haven't already. Math 1A, Unit 1. And then we want to go down to this activity. It's the second to last thing before the post-test. It's called Unit 1 Activity, Expressions, and Linear Equations.
Hey, Josiah, sorry to interrupt.
Tira, go ahead.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this mastery test with you, and then the last 3 I'm gonna do on Friday with Brandon. Is that okay?
Sweet, sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't reset them yet. I'll do that after class.
Okay.
So we want to select this activity assignment called Expressions and Linear Equations. It's right before the post-test. Okay, and then we want to click on the blue link that's near the top of the screen. I've got a picture of that here if anyone needs to see it. Once you click on the assignment, instead of taking you into like a normal Edmentum assignment, it looks like this. It's a page full of instructions. And what we want is to click on this blue link right at the top. Okay, there's a few more steps left. Once you click on the blue link, you're going to see a preview like this of the worksheet. We still can't do the worksheet. In order to do it, you've got to click up here on Use Template. And then finally, it'll take you to Google Docs where you can like fill in this worksheet. Okay, I don't want to go too fast, but I'm also afraid of going too slow for the whole group. So I would like you to please let me know right now if you need any more, if you need help finding this worksheet and how to get, like access it, how to get to it and get to it in Google Docs. Does anyone need help getting to this? Or also, are we ready to start together?
I do. I need help going there.
Tira, okay, totally. So what can you see right now, like on your screen? Where are you at?
I'm on Edmentum right now.
Okay, so click on the math class, like see all activities in the math, or if you're already in it, then look down at the bottom of the list. Obviously, the post test is the last item. So right before that is what we're doing today. It's a terrible name, Tira. It's called Unit Activity, Unit 1, Expressions and Linear Equations.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Unit Activity, Unit 1. I'm sorry, I didn't name it. It's a terrible name.
Okay.
Expressions and Linear Equations. Did you find that?
Um. Yeah, and it's unit 1, right?
Correct. Yes, in Unit 1.
Got it.
So once you click on that thing, you may have to do that other page that says like play, or it may take you straight to here.
Okay.
I know when you guys go to mastery test, you have to click play as if it's a movie or something. I don't know if you have that page going to this activity, but I know that once you open it, then you should see this. I have it up on my screen. It's a page full of instructions on just like how to access it.
Yeah, I'm on that screen and it says use template. Do I click on?
Perfect. Yes, use template. Click on that blue use template.
Okay.
And then it'll take a second to load. And what's happening is it's opening up the actual worksheet in Google Drive, your Google Drive.
Okay, cool.
So, good news here, everybody, is that if you don't finish it with me today, if you need to go back and change it later and fix something, it's saved automatically in Google Drive. So, that's the good news. The challenge, the bad news, I guess, is that just doing it in Google Drive is not going to be turning it into me. So when you're done with this today, you're going to have to load it up into Edmentum, which I would prefer, or you're already sending me some stuff. So you could just share it with me, or you could email it to me. So we've got several options. As long as I get your work, that's what counts. And then I'll grade it and include it with your like packet with your unit, basically. Tira, thank you so much for telling me and for asking. Does anyone else need help getting to the assignment? Please. I saw Levi's message that you're good to go. So I appreciate that. Does anyone else need help getting into it? Okay. Not hearing a lot of cries for help or comments or complaints. So I guess we're ready to get started. Now, I don't want to leave anyone behind here, but we've got about 35 minutes. So I want to try to get this done with you all today in this 35 minutes. So communicate with me. If you need me to slow down, just jump in and tell me. It's okay. I have a feeling people who might want me to slow down might not want to ask me to, but it's okay. I need you to tell me. Otherwise, I might not know. Okay. So here we go. Number 1, they want us to use this online algebra tiles program. So we're going to have another tab open here. We're going to click on this blue link that says Algebra Tiles Online. By the way, please come back to my Zoom call real quick so you can see this just in case. Click here. And then once you see it, you can click back to your worksheet and open that tab up. Open up this new link. So we're going to use the Algebra Tiles Online for a few problems, for the first like 4 problems. So we want to, let's see, I have it somewhere. Here's what that looks like. Once you open up the Algebra Tiles link, it's this new webpage. And these are the tools over on the left side. We, I think, only need to use the one that says Algebra Tiles. So we're going to click on that and expand it. The first question in our worksheet is just asking us to explore the tiles. How many different sizes are there? What are the different sizes? How are they the same? How are they different? So I want you to just take a minute and look at these different tiles and check it out. You can actually, using your cursor, you can drag them out into like the workspace. So I'm going to do that here. If you want to see an example, I clicked on the X bar and I dragged it out. There's an X squared or X to the second power block. There's Y and Y to the second power. And then at the bottom, we've got a 1, whole number 1, and x times y. So there's a total of 6 different tiles. We're going to just use these for the first few questions to build our expressions visually instead of with math, traditional math.
It won't let me drag the tiles.
Okay, for me, I have to like pick the one I want, obviously, and then click down, hold it, click down, and then you can like move it out. Let me try it with my touchpad and not the mouse.
I tried to hold it down and then try to drag it, but it won't.
Interesting. And you're pushing down on your, are you using a mouse or a touchpad?
Touchpad?
Yeah, like on the Chromebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
All right. Is anyone else having trouble with it not working, not letting you drag them out?
I'm getting trouble to get in the assignment.
Okay.
Is it just me?
Who was that having trouble, please?
Me.
Victor. Okay. All right, Victor. So it's all good. So tell me, Victor, what page you're on right now? Like, what do you see in Inventum? Victor, are you still there?
Yep.
When you're in Inventum, you go to math, right? The math class, and click on all activities or see all activities. So that way you see like all of Unit 1.
Yes.
Are you good with that?
Yep.
Okay. Then we're going to scroll down, look down in Unit 1, and at the bottom is the post test. We don't want to take the post test right now. We want to do the worksheet. The worksheet is right above the post test. It's got a long name, Victor. It's Activity Unit 1, Expressions and Linear Equations.
So I figured it out.
Nice.
You have to, it wasn't like loaded all the way, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So, like you have problems, just exit and then go back on it and it works.
Very good. I'm glad that worked. That's good news. Thanks, Madison. So Victor, did you find this activity? It's the assignment right above the post test.
Okay, I see.
It's got a long name. It's a terrible long name. It's Integrated Math Unit Activity Unit
Yeah,
1 Expressions. Okay, cool. Now I've got a picture up on my screen if you want to look at it. Once you open the activity,
I just put use template, right?
yeah, hit use template. Good, good. You're ahead of me. And then finally, it'll open up in Google Drive. And here's where you're going to actually fill in your worksheet in Google Drive. And you know what else, everyone? Just to make this as easy as possible, I'd like everyone to do this. In Google Drive, I don't have a picture of it to show you. I didn't get ready for that. But in Google Drive, on the top right side is a button that says share, and it's blue. I'd like everyone to just share your document with me right now. That way, when you're done, I'll be able to log in and see yours. You're not sharing it with the whole group. You're just sharing it with me. Hit share, and then you're going to type in my email. Josiah Henderson.
Want us to share it now?
Yeah. Everyone, please share it now, just in case.
Okay.
That way, we don't have to bother with you uploading it. I'm just going to have them all shared to me in Google. That'll be easier for everybody. Here's my email. Most of you should have my email already, but I put it up here. I wrote it under the screen if you need to see it.
Josiah Anderson, right?
Correct, at ofy.org.
Okay.
So everyone, please share your document with me. Right now, it's probably blank, right? Maybe some of you are answering questions on your own. That's awesome if you are. If not, though, just share it with me anyways. I need to have your work, and that way, when we're done, I'll be able to access it and grade it and give it to your teachers.
I'm just sending to you already.
Beautiful. Thanks, Victor.
Do you receive it?
I didn't check it because I'm sharing my screen, but as long as you type in my name and hit like share or okay, that'll work. That's perfect.
Yeah, I
Uh,
just
but
shared.
I hit. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I hit share and I typed in your name and then I pressed send.
That's good. Send. Correct.
Okay.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Tira. Yeah,
good.
that sounds correct. Very good. Cool. So I should get like an email, and then when I go into Google, I'll basically see all your guys' work. I'll be able to see everyone's different worksheets. Okay. Now, you know what? For the sake of making this happen, the truth is they want us in the first few problems, number 2, number 3, and number 4, I think, 4A, 4B, and 4C, to use the algebra tiles to build out our expressions. Now, it's going to be kind of difficult for me to get all of you to be able to do screenshots. So if you're not able to do a screenshot and build the expressions using the algebra tiles, it's okay. I think I'd like to actually let's try it. Let's try it first. The only issue is that it might be a little different for everybody depending on what like computer or device you're on. Um, but we can answer number 2 and number 3, I think. Let's see. So for number 2 in our worksheets, they want us to answer a question about the algebra tiles. Each size of tile is named for its area. The smallest tile, called the unit tile, has sides that measure exactly 1 unit. That's the little blue one. Therefore, the area of the unit tile is 1 by 1 unit squared. Can you use the unit tile to find the exact area of the other tiles? What they're asking us is, if we use the little blue square, can we use that to measure all the other tiles? Why or why not? So let's go back to your screen with your algebra tiles. And to test this out, I'm going to grab my blue one, my blue 1. Remember, this is the unit tile. It's 1 by 1. Can I drag out a bunch of those blue ones and make them land directly on just the X bar? It looks like it's a little too big. Meaning, like, it doesn't, so 2 of them land perfectly, but then when you throw a third one on, it's taller than the X is. I'm going to put it off to the side so you can see that there. It's a little taller. And if you tried it with the other ones, I think we'll find the same thing happens. So they're asking us, can we use the unit to measure and know exactly, basically they're asking, can I use it to figure out how big X is or how big Y is in this like program, in this example? And the answer is no, we can't. If you try lining up your unit tiles on top of the others, they don't land perfectly. So that means we still don't know the value of X or the value of Y. We can't use the unit tile to measure the other tiles. Now, if you've played around with this, you might have noticed that you can actually drag these bars on X and Y and make them bigger and smaller. But so I guess there is a special case where we can line up the ones perfectly. But I think the point of the X and Y tiles is that we don't know, right? They're variables. So we don't know how big or what the value of X and Y is. And that's why the way it starts off, it's not measurable. Like we can't use our ones to measure the X's and Y's, basically. Because X and Y aren't supposed to stand for like an actual solid number, right? They're supposed to stand for an unknown number. And so this is a good model, having X and Y not be the same like dimensions as the 1. So what can we say in our worksheet? We can say no, that you can't measure them using the 1, using the unit tile. Why? Because X and Y stand for unknown numbers. Any questions or comments or concerns on this number 2 that we've been talking about?
I was gonna ask you like, would we be able to like put the explanation in our own words too, or?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I don't mean for you to copy me exactly, but I just wanted to. It's kind of a confusing question, so please do put it in your own words.
Okay, cool.
Now, number 3 underneath that it says draw a picture of each size of tile below. Obviously, we're in a worksheet online. We're not going to draw a picture, and this is where I was going to try to get everyone to do screenshots. So let's try this. For people on school Chromebooks, to do a screenshot, let me just look this up real quick. Let's see. Screenshot on Chromebook. There's a fast way to do it. And this is a good picture here. I've used this before. Actually, this one. Okay. So these 3 keys, everybody, if you want to check out my screen real quick, I've got the instructions on how you can do a screenshot on Google Chrome, or on your Chromebook rather, your Chromebook. It's these 3 keys. If you push Control and then Shift and then the change window button on the top, it's that little symbol. It's like a rectangle with the lines after it. Control, Shift, change windows. Your screen goes gray, and then you can use your cursor to select anything on the screen you want, like just one part of it. And then you'll have to push copy. I think you'll on a Chromebook from school, you'll get a little pop-up in the corner that says like image captured or something like that. You have to push on copy image, and then back in your worksheet, you'll be able to paste it in there. It's a little different for me because I'm not using a Chromebook. Now, if anyone's using a different computer like an Apple or something else, let me know and I can help you find those directions on how to do a screenshot there. Oops.
Hey, Josiah.
Yeah.
Question. So for number 1, for A,
Yeah.
how many different sizes are there? I put that there was 6, but how would I explain, like, because it wants to know what the different sizes are? So can I just say, like, smaller rectangle, bigger rectangle, different sizes squares?
So you're on number 2, right? Where they're talking about the exact area?
No, I was talking about 1A.
Okay. Well, 1A, there's nowhere to type the answer. We're just supposed to like kind of explore and think about it ourselves. So, so don't worry about typing those out.
And then for 2, when it says each size for the area,
Mhm.
so we're supposed to just stack the one over the different ones?
Yes, I was trying to show you that just to demonstrate that we can't use the unit tile to measure the exact area because they don't line up perfectly.
So we just didn't gonna answer, or?
Yeah, that's our answer for 2. We can't use it to measure the exact area like they're asking us to. Why can't we? Because because X and Y aren't meant to model whole numbers, right? It's meant to model like unknown numbers we don't know yet.
Okay, so the answer is that we can use it.
Yeah, we can't measure the area because X and Y don't stand in for solid numbers yet. They don't look. If we were able to line up the 1 on top of like the X bar using 2 ones, well, that would mean that X is equal to 2. If we were able to line it up using 3 little ones, that would mean X is equal to 3. Because it doesn't line up perfectly, that's a symbol for us that means we don't know what x is. We don't know what that value is. It's not supposed to stand for an actual number yet. So here, let me try this again. And if you can put this in your own words, that would be good. But like Tira was asking, the answer is no to number 2. We cannot use the unit tile to measure the others. Why not? Because X and Y are unknown numbers. They're not just like 1, 2, or 3, or 4. And if they were 1, 2, or 3, or 4, then we should be able to line up our unit tile and it would match up perfectly. So I'm just going to say because X and Y are unknown numbers. For number 3, we're supposed to draw a picture. But instead of drawing a picture, I want to try doing screenshots. I've done this with students before. I know this is a big group, so it might be kind of hard to get everyone to do it at the same time. So I want you
My
to.
laptop won't let me screenshot it.
You said what?
My laptop won't let me screenshot it.
What kind of laptop are you using, Maddie?
The one from the school.
It will work. I guarantee it. We just have to do it. Let me show you the buttons again. Did you try the same buttons I just showed you guys?
I did, and
Okay.
I might have pressed the wrong one on
And here's another thing, Maddie. You're not just pushing them, you're holding them down. So you have to push and hold control, keep it down, then shift, keep it down, and then end with that top button, the change window key. Try that.
When you do that, does it like turn gray?
Correct.
Or...
Correct.
Oh.
Your screen will turn gray. And your cursor will look a little different. And then you're going to click and drag wherever you want to copy with your cursor. And then when you're done clicking and dragging, it's going to like take a snapshot of that.
Okay, cool.
Tira, try that out and let me know if you get it to work, okay?
And we're just showing like the tiles and everything.
Exactly. So what we're supposed to do on our worksheet says to each tile, and then it wants us to label the side links and find the area. So for each one, we don't worry about labeling the side links, but let's state the area for each one. So we already know that the little blue one is 1 unit squared. That's its area because it's 1 times 1. 1 on the bottom, 1 on the side. For the X bar, it's X times 1. So its area is just X units squared. The Y will be Y units squared. The XY, the green block, that'll be XY units squared because it's like X on the bottom, Y on the top, or Y on the side. So take a screenshot of each one, and then you're going to paste those over into the worksheet. Madison, were you able to get your screenshot to work or not yet?
Yeah, it was taking me a minute trying to like upload it into the Google Doc because I was just trying to figure that out.
Totally. Did you get it to work or no?
Yeah.
If you're in your Google Doc and you've already taken your first screenshot, then you should be able to just push Control C. Control C, and again, you have to hold down Control. So you push Control and hold it down, and then hit C, the letter C, and then boom, it'll. Oh snap! You know what? I'm giving you bad information. It's Control V as in Victor. Control V, that'll paste it in.
Okay, and so when I did screenshot, my mouse wasn't coming up, but I just did it with my hand, so it worked that way.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You must have a touchscreen device.
Yeah, I do have a touchscreen.
That's even better then. Nice. Okay.
Okay, cool. And then what exactly are we screenshotting?
That's a good question. So let me show you here so back on the tiles, Tira. I'm gonna just kind of take out one of each of the tiles and put them kind of lined up here. I've got too many out, but it's okay. So what I want to do is take each one of these. So I'm going to screenshot. I'll start with X on mine. I take my X. I've got a little image of it. And then I'm going to just pretend that I'm doing the worksheet with you right here. And I'm going to paste it in. Oh, I can't do it right here. Just paste it into the box for number 3. And we want to find the area of each tile. So basically, it's just the name of each tile because the X one is 1 unit on the bottom and X units tall. So its area is 1 times X or just X. So its area would be X units. And then for the Y bar, it's the same thing. It's 1 unit across and then Y high, Y tall. So it's Y units squared.
And to paste that back onto the Google Doc, we just press Control V, right?
Correct. Control V. It should paste it in. Let me know if it doesn't, and I'll try to help.
Okay.
So here, sorry, I'm a little slow. I thought I was prepared for today. Let me try this again. So here we go. So here's my worksheet, and I've pasted in my X bar, and I'm just going to write next to it X units, and I want to do squared. In Google Docs, it might be easier to do this symbol for squared for the second power. It's the up arrow. It's up by the 6 key on my keyboard. In math, this is often like computers. This is often used as exponent. So I know what that means, and any other math teacher would know what you mean by that. It means it's the second power. Then this one would be y units squared, just like that. So keep going and do all 6 of those different shapes. Now, is anyone using like not a Chromebook? Is anyone using a Microsoft computer and they need help doing a screenshot? How about Apple? Anyone on like a Mac need help doing a screenshot?
I'm on a MacBook.
Okay. I don't use Mac, but let's see if we can just figure it out real quick together. So I want to do a screenshot or screen capture on Mac. Okay, so Lauren, it looks like for you, try this out. This is from this year, so it should be good info. Shift and then the command button. And I think that on your keyboard, I think it's just like an Apple symbol or like it's near the bottom. Let's see. What does the command key look like on a Mac? Yeah, okay. It says CMD or maybe the full word command, and it has that weird little symbol. Lauren, I've got it on my screen if you need to see a picture of it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so your like keys that you're gonna push, and remember you have to push it and hold it in until you get all 3 of them. It's Shift, then Command, and then 4. The number 4. It should then let you do like targeted screenshots.
That did not work. It just like flipped the thing around.
Uh oh. Darn it. Okay. How to capture a portion of the screen. Press and hold these keys together. Okay, can you try it one more time for me, Lauren, before we quit on that? Just remember to hold it in. So you're push and hold down Shift, keep it down, and then hold down the command, and then 4.
It still didn't work.
Really? All right. Alrighty. Well, let's see. There has to be a way to do a screenshot on your computer. But for now, I want you to just skip number 3 for now, okay?
Started fighting
Try the
because
one
my
right
parent came
above.
to my school and dumped out my locker in front of everybody.
Madison, you there?
Everybody was calling my dad a crackhead,
Madison,
and they, because he could trust me. Oh,
can you mute yourself, Madison? Thank you. Jaden, you had a question or comment?
I said you can try the one right above.
Yeah, totally. Lauren, you should try this one too. Shift Command and 3. This will be the whole screen, I think, if it works, not just like a portion. That is better than nothing.
So I pressed the 3.
Yeah, so instead of 4, same thing. We're going to do Shift, hold it down, Command, hold it down, and then 3.
All right, I will try that.
Thank you.
Hey, Josiah. So I had a success for screenshotting it, but putting it on number 3,
Yeah.
I tried pressing Control V,
Mhm.
but it wasn't working.
Okay, then try this for me instead. Click inside the box for number 3, right? Like you're going to type into it.
Okay.
And then take your mouse or your cursor up to the top, go to File. And next to File is Edit, right? Do we have an edit there?
Yes. Let me see. Oh my gosh, it just exited me out of everything.
Oh my lord.
The whole entire thing. Okay, I'll let you know when I'm back in.
I'm sorry, Tira.
It's okay.
All right. Well, I guess I should have known that this was going to be harder to do with a big group and with just like 40 or 35 minutes. It's almost 12. Let me do a quick survey. Has anybody been working ahead on this worksheet and like gotten to like question 4, 5, 6, anything past where we are? Anybody?
I think it is just difficult to understand.
It is difficult to understand, definitely. That's why I wanted to do this with you guys and like hopefully make sure that everyone's able to get into it and then work on it. And then, then we have to actually do the math stuff that's in the questions. So it sounds like no one maybe worked ahead. That's okay. It's okay. It's a little weird too because it's not just a worksheet. It's like they want us to do all this stuff with the algebra tiles. So here's what I'm going to say. Let's pause for now. Here's where we left off. At least we were all able to access it, and we did start it, and we kind of did number 1, 2, and 3 together. For people who are still having trouble with screenshotting, I'd like you to, if you didn't tell me, and you are having trouble doing screenshots, can you message me today? And then I want to try to meet with you maybe later, just for like 5 minutes, and we'll get it worked out. It won't take long. I'm not going to keep you all hour, but we can try to figure out the screenshotting together fast. Just the 2 or 3 of us, maybe small group. Lauren, I want to help you figure out the apple. So I'm going to look into that, and I might email you or send you some stuff to remind to try. Okay, for your apple.
All right.
But how do you see that on a Chromebook?
Screenshot on Chromebook is here we go. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you. Here we go. These 3 keys, Jaden. There we go. Control, then Shift, and then the change window key, and that's on the top row. And it's like a rectangle with the 2 vertical lines afterwards. Control, then Shift, then change windows.
All right, I got you.
Okay. And on a Chromebook, when I was using a Chromebook, you're going to get a pop-up with your image, which is good. Then there's a little option there. You've got to click on, I think it's copy image or copy file or something like that. Hit that copy file, and that way you can paste it into your document.
All right.
Okay. Try that out. And if it doesn't work, let me know. Okay. All right. Or if it does work, either way. Any other questions right now, please?
I was working on the fourth problem, which is 4y minus 3.
Yeah.
I was trying to do it with the tiles to make it like y and then do 4 of the ones. And then I tried to put subtraction sign in there and with the text, and it wouldn't let me. It would
Oh,
just keep coming up as text instead. And
totally. Madison, look back at my screen real quick if you're not already. And on the algebra tile page, if you click on any of these boxes, maybe someone else saw this already. If you click on it again once it's out in like the little play field, it turns negative.
Okay.
So to do your -3, you can make 3 little negatives, make 3 reds, and then paste that over. Does that make sense or no?
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. Sorry.
It's okay.
So it would be y with 4 ones and then just 3 negative ones too.
Yeah, totally. And don't make them touching. Make them like separated, kind of like this. There we go. And I did put my 4 ones with y, and they're like on each other because it's 4 times y, right? So I'm going to group those together. And then for my -3, I'm setting those off to the side, kind of. Let me get all this other stuff out of the way.
Okay, because I had it to where like my screen or the background was like gridded, and then I had it to where it was like 4, and then in one line there was the 4 ones, and then there was the 3 ones.
Okay. Well, then you know what? I can interpret it, and I'm not going to be a super harsh critic on this. I just wanted to see everyone try. And even if you do it a little different than me, that's okay. So it's all good. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Maddie, I'm sorry. I just now saw your question in the chat. Maria, I'm sorry. I'm just now seeing your question too. So, Maria, are you still there? Okay, so if I think most of you are probably using school Chromebooks, but not everyone, right? So I don't want to leave anyone out. If you're on a school Chromebook, it's pretty easy, and I used to do it myself on my school Chromebook. We're going to hit Control and then Shift and then the change window key. Now that key you probably never used before. I've got an image of it up on my screen now if you want to see that. And that will copy an image, anything. And it makes it into like a picture file. And then you've got to hit copy. I can walk you through that. And then once you're in your worksheet again, you should be able to hit Control V. Control, hold it down, and V. That'll paste the image into the spot you want it. And that's for the school Chromebooks. If you're on a Windows computer, I'm on a Windows myself right now. I've got a program called Snip or Snipping Tool. So if you're on, and maybe, I don't know if Lauren's still here, but if maybe Apple has this too. Just search in your like apps or files or whatever for Snip or a snipping tool. And this is the same thing. This is like a screenshot program. There we go. And this is what I use now is my snipping tool to take screenshots. It's super fast. So I don't think the Chromebooks have Snip, but if you're in a Windows, you definitely have Snip. Moose, have a great day. We're going to pick this up tomorrow. I'd like you everyone to try doing more of it today, but we'll look at it tomorrow, and I'll try to be a little more prepared, and we'll go a little faster. But I'd like to still hammer out with individuals if you're not able to like do screenshots or anything like that. So tell me if you need to write me a message privately. That's all good. Just let me know, and we'll work it out today.
Yeah, I'm just still on question 2, I think so.
No problem, Victor. Let me see. So for question 2, okay, so here's what I wrote for question 2. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think question 3, I'm sorry.
Oh, question 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, Victor, can you tell me what kind of computer you're using? Is it a school Chromebook or is it like your own computer?
Chromebook.
Chromebook? Okay. So, try doing these three keys for me: Control, and that's the CTRL button on the bottom row of your keyboard. So, you're going to push that key in and then hold it. And then you're going to push in Shift and hold it. And then at the very top, you want to click on that change window button. And I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to it again here. Here we go. It's this key. It's a weird looking key. It's got a little symbol of a rectangle with two lines after it. And if you push Control and then Shift and change window, and you're holding them in as you go, keeping them pushed down, then you should be able to take a screenshot.
Yes, I did.
We're good on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, were you able to get it into your worksheet or not yet?
Yeah, but I have to take the screenshot from
For
like
each,
from the
yeah, for each
or
tile. And then we're supposed to write the area of each tile after it. And I was trying to explain that earlier. Do you have any questions on the area of each tile? Please tell me if you do.
no, I don't have it. I just so I just have to take the screenshot from the Zoom video or from.
Oh no, I meant like screenshot on. Oh, I'm sorry, Victor. So here's what we should try to do: is back in your CPM tiles, this tile program. Do you have this open as well?
Mhm.
Okay. Then here, I would line it up like this. I'll take my X bar and my Y bar and take them all out. So I'll do one of each, kind of line them up somewhere, get these other ones out of here. And then you're going to do a screenshot. I would do each one at a time just because that way it'll be all lined up on your page in your worksheet like this. And then I'm going to do my screenshot. So pretend I'm doing the worksheet. So I'm going to do my screenshot of just the X. Okay. And then I'm going to copy this. Oops. And then I'm going to paste it into the worksheet. So edit, copy, and then back in my worksheet, which I don't actually have that open. I should have. But here's my pretend worksheet.
So we're just gonna put X and Y.
Yeah, I'm going to do the X one, then the Y one, and then after that, do the others as well. Do the X squared, X to the second power. Um, do X, the Y to the second power, and then do the XY and the 1.
Okay.
That's number 3. And then number 4, let me just show you that real quick since we're together still. They want us to model these 3 expressions, the 4y minus 3, and b is x squared minus 3x plus 6, and then the c one down at the bottom. They want us to model these using the algebra tiles. So for the first one, 4y minus 3, back in the CPM tiles deal, it was 4y minus 3